Hi everyone, I'm gonna start today. I'm gonna teach you how I make fans and my technique. I use the pinching technique, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. I'll show you the tweezer I use as well, the one I used to use, and a few of my preferences. So for our first thing is I usually use a glue cup. So I cup like this, or actually I use something a little bit different. I use one from Revelation that is like multiple dots for the glue, because this one I don't like so much because they are so close together. When I put a fresh drop of glue, usually when I put when I have an old drop of glue and I'm done using it, I'll squeeze a drop of water. But if I do that in this one, the drop of water always ends up like touching the other side. So even if I put fresh glue on the other side, I feel like it's not that fresh anymore. So this one I don't like so much because I feel like the old adhesive will always end up affecting the new one. But this one is good for beginners if you want to practice also like making the ends of your fan like very snatched. This can help. But I don't like using this, like I never really use this so much to be like wiping glue here. I don't like doing that. But this one is much better for me, I think, than the ring, the one that people have like this around their finger. Because that one I think is crazy. I never use that because I wonder how the drop of glue doesn't drop, like doesn't spill somewhere else. Because for you to be pinching, you're always gonna be like moving your finger and then isolating and then moving your finger like this. So how can you do that without making a mess? So I never did that because I was always scared of having some issues like that. I'm gonna use for the glue, I'm just gonna use this beginner friendly, just a random brand. I don't really know much about it. But I'm just using this one because it's like beginner friendly. I bought it for my trainee and it's like very cheap. I'm not using any client, so I'm just practicing doing the fans. And also I'm gonna have another video showing you how to wrap, the wrapping technique, and this exercise that is really good. You can practice at home. But right now I'll show you the fans. So for the tweezers, I started with a boot tweezer when I just started, and I used to have, I changed later to not like boot, but like this shape. This one is from Revelation. This one has the new fiber tips as well, if you guys can see here in the between the end here of the tweezer is grippy. So these ones are very good to make it more grippy, but as you guys can see here, it already has, let me try to focus, already has some glue residue here. So it's very dangerous when you start using them. If they get glue residue here, it's very hard to clean. Even though I have those removers with a sponge thing inside, it's not great. So for me, I have different pairs of tweezers. I have tweezers that I lash people, and I have tweezers just to remove, because to remove, I like them very fresh and clean with no glue, so I can have the best grip and not hurt my client. Nowadays, I lash with this one. As you guys can see, it's much smaller, much thinner. This one also has the fiber tip, but like just like the other one, I use it so much and ends up having like some glue residue on it. So not great. You should avoid that, but it happens sometimes. So I'm gonna show you how I lash, and just let me get the lashes first. So I'm gonna be using a long length just to show you guys, just because it's easier. Also, if you are a beginner, doing longer lengths first will help make the process easier for you, because it's just easier to grab them, since they're longer. So I'm gonna be using a size 14 today. let me put it here. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this here like this. I'm gonna drop the glue. Also, if you're a beginner, very important is for your glue, for you to clean, wait, why is it not coming out? For your glue to always be cleaned, like this one is not very clean at the top, so it clogged these glues, they get clogged so easily, so they're very, very sensitive glues. So, okay, so this one, I'll be doing this, perfect. Then make sure you clean the nozzle right away. You can squeeze a little bit so anything that is in the middle of the nozzle come out, and you can clean it. And then now, okay, so this will be interesting. Let me turn this way. Okay, actually I'm gonna put this one here. So I'm gonna be sticking the lashes here, okay, so you guys can see. So for how you pick them up, you're gonna have to find the sweet spot of your tweezer, and then you're gonna put in between your fingers, and you're gonna pinch and squeeze. You can like do a little pinch, 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 and in your right hand, oops, sorry guys, you're not seeing that, right? So you're gonna put here between my fingers, wait, and then you're gonna pinch, and you're gonna release the tweezer just a little bit, you know, just so they can move. Don't let go all the pressure, otherwise the fan is just gonna fall apart. So let me just show you, and then you can, so with your left hand, you basically can just pinch, or you can pinch and move your fingers kind of like in these directions to move the lashes on the fan. So the lower you hold your fans, the smaller will be the stem, the fan stem. I think I call it stem. The higher you hold it, the longer it will be. And then I'm gonna drip in the glue. Always drip in the middle of the glue. You can snatch a little bit more, and then I'm gonna stick here on the pad. Okay, so this one is not great because I was trying to like talk and do this at the same time. It's a bit difficult. Let me try again. So if you're practicing on the beginning, you can try to make them all symmetrical, like try to get all 4D, all 5D. These ones I'm using, the thickness of the lash is 0.05s. So you can try to do like 4D, 5D, 6D sets on the sponge or on the person. This one, I'm not really worrying about that. I'm just trying to show you guys how I do it. I'm gonna dip in the glue, and then here. My fans are never like 100% perfect. Some days I'm doing better than other days, so you know, I have better days than others, like anyone. Actually, fuller lash sets, my fans look much better when they are like fuller, like more lashes. So my mega volume, they look much better, like more symmetrical. If there's like one extension that is out of place on your fan, you can just pull that extension out, you know, just remove that one, and then you can use the fan. Like this one, there's one here is sticking out too low, so just remove that, and then I'll pinch again to make the base snatched and thin, and then I'll dip in the glue, and then here. Ooh, that one's looking better. Right, even mine, guys, you can see I've been doing this for years, and especially filming, like things always go wrong. But you guys can see it's getting better. So you can practice that as much as you guys want. As I said, try to do smaller fans as well, and then later you can do like more mega volume like these ones. They're like thicker, just so you don't waste so much of the, you know, the supply you have. And also because not all clients are going to be mega volume. Actually, most of my clients are more like volume, especially nowadays with like the clean girl era. People want it to look and be more natural. I feel like mega volume is decreasing sometimes, or at least the length is decreasing. Actually, a lot of my clients are moving to mega volume, but we keep the sets very short to make it more natural. But you know, we know later in the future mega volume is going to come back. Like anything, things come and go, trends come and go. Can you see? Okay, so you guys can practice that. Try to make symmetrical. Maybe you do a full sponge like this. Maybe you can do a full sponge like this on only 4D, only 5D, only 6D, and then later you can do like just mega volume, and then you can just remove them. Like just easy to pull and remove them and do everything again. Let me try to make another like nicer fan for you guys. Yay, this one came out better. Also, I don't like cleaning up there so much on the sponge, because you not just remove glue, but you, unless it's a lot of glue, then of course, but you remove glue, you're like wiping on top of old glue that is already there. And also you're taking longer to like just go and lash the person. So that can, you know, the glue maybe it's already getting dry by the time you get to the client. So that's why I don't like wasting a lot of time. These ones turned up much better. So here is, so this is my showing you guys how I lash. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comments, and I'll do a video now about how I wrap the lashes and an exercise, my favorite exercise for that. Bye, see ya.